Me and my boyfriend both love traveling, and we have been to roughly how many countries, honey?
Don't know, 14, 15, 16?
Exactly. And every time we arrive to a new country, my first thought is always like, maybe we should move here.
So this is why we're going to rank 3 of the countries we've been to in different categories based on the experiences we had there.
Mm-hmm.
We just been there as a tourist,
Yeah.
but we are thinking about like which country or like would we like to go for like 6 months to try it out if we would actually like to move there.
Mm-hmm. What kind of categories are we talking about, honey?
The first category is foods and drinks. The second one is culture and people, nature and scenery.
Mm-hmm.
And the fourth one is activities and vibes.
Okay.
In each category, each of us can give up to 3 points.
Mm-hmm.
And then we see how many points they have at the end.
Cool. So let's start with the first country then.
Mm-hmm. Let's go. So the first country is Spain.
Woohoo! I've been to 2 cities in Spain, Barcelona and Tenerife. Where did you been to?
I also been to mainland Spain. I've been to Zaragoza and to some small villages in the mountains. The Pyrenees.
And Tenerife as well, right?
Yeah, and Tenerife, of course. There we've been together.
Yeah.
The other trips were separately, actually. Okay, so our first category is food and drinks.
I think Spain food is definitely top 5 of European food in general. It's really good. They have a lot of fresh seafood, which is very rare. Very rare. For freaking European countries.
Well, they have a lot of coast there.
Yeah.
That is true.
You guys have coast too. You guys have ocean too. Why don't you guys have fresh seafood over here?
Yeah, but our coast is, or like our ocean is pretty cold. I don't know. And pretty shallow, I think.
I also think because you guys just don't like seafood in general. So like there's not much consumption here.
The thing is also that like our area is pretty far away from the coast.
Yeah.
And at the moment it would be no problem to bring fresh seafood from the coast within a certain time down here.
Yeah.
It's just not culturally established.
Okay.
From the old time because the stuff would be rotten until it's here. Okay, but this is not what we're talking about right now. I also really like Spanish food.
Yeah, right. It tastes really yummy and they have so many flavors in there. They have olives, they have seafood again, they have a lot of fresh vegetable and they cook a lot of vegetable in their food too. I think it's definitely a 5 out of 5.
We're rating 3 out of...
Just 3? Okay,
yeah.
I'm rating it 3 out of 3 then.
So I also rate 3. So culture and people.
To be honest, I don't have much experience with the culture in Spain because I was in Tenerife mostly. I was in Barcelona for like 2 days. Didn't have much time to absorb the culture yet. So I'm not really sure if Tenerife is actually reflecting Spain culture because it's a very touristy place. But from what I can see, the people of Tenerife is so freaking friendly and nice and happy. They smile all the time, you guys. Like the service people, the people on the street, they just probably because they have like 300 days of sun every year. So they're freaking happy. And they're very pleasant as well. And they're also very passionate, which you don't really see that easy in European countries as well. They dance, they're happy, they're like enjoying expressing themselves. I like it.
You also see cultural stuff there, like the dance culture, and then you see like leftovers from, I don't know, former times.
I rated 3 out of 3.
Okay. I don't know. I would rate 2 out of 3.
Why?
I would say like I've seen more cultural places, like places where culture is more lively around. So the next one is nature and scenery.
I mean, I was in Tenerife. It is freaking beautiful. I've never seen anything like that before. But if you live in the mainland, there's a lot of coastal city. And coastal city is always fun to live if you have enough money.
I mean, I also was in the countryside, in the mountains. Like we've been there for a camp with the scouts, and it was also really, really nice and beautiful. Like, of course, it's way different than somewhere else. Like,
Yeah.
it's pretty dry, but still, like, there's a lot of nice and interesting nature. You could take baths in like some mountain streams and stuff. That was really, really nice. I also really like that.
But like, is it very special compared to other countries though?
Huh.
Right? I would rate it 2 out of 3 because European in general, the scenery is so beautiful everywhere.
Yeah, but here I go this time with 3.
Wow, okay.
So, activities and experiences. You can go hiking, you can go trekking, you can go surfing.
The club culture over there, it was so fun. Like everybody was dancing, having the best time of their life. And there's a lot of clubs around Barcelona, for example. I'm sure I will have enough things to do. Like you have a lot of like ocean, which is warm enough for you to go out and surfing and just sun soaking and stuff like that too. But like I'm coming from a coastal country as well. It is nothing very special to me. And I don't even go to the ocean that often.
Yeah, I was about to say that.
Yeah, so that is not like the best. That is not the most important things to me. For the vibes, I would say definitely a more positive vibes than what I am experiencing in many other European countries. So 2 out of 3.
I don't have much to add to what you said. I think I also go with 2 out of 3.
So for Spain, we are rating it 19 out of 24 points. Mind you, we are rating this country based on the touristic vibes because that's what we were there. We were tourists. We don't really know much about what exactly it is to live there. So it's just basically poorly first impression, okay? Okay, let's move on. Which country is it next?
Switzerland.
Oh, I can say it right now to you. Switzerland is a country that I like to visit, but I never want to live there.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you want to live in Switzerland?
I could imagine it.
I think it's gonna make me so depressed by the cost of living there. It's just so expensive. And I know that I would earn definitely much more than in Germany. But still, like every single thing you go out, you breathe the air and you pay money. I don't like that. I don't like that kind of living when every single thing that is happening in your life, every time you have to pay, you have to consider how much it costs. And it's just so much. And it's just not a happy life for me.
Okay, first category is food and drink.
You ready first?
Okay, I already know that Uyen won't rate it very high, but I really like Swiss food. Like, it's pretty similar to the German one, but they have some special stuff. They have the raclette. They have very yummy cheese. They have a lot of nice yummy cookies. They have the awesome chocolate. They brew some decent beer. And I don't know, like if you want to, you can go to the Italian-speaking part and have pretty good Italian food there as well.
Have you ever been to the Italian-speaking part? Wow. I only been to the German-speaking part of it. I didn't like the food. I couldn't afford nice food, I guess. And I paid quite much already. I would rate it to 1 out of 3.
I mean, that is I think most of the time the touristic stuff is an advantage. With Switzerland, it's definitely a disadvantage because we just know it from touristic point of view. Because when you're actually living there and earn the salary from there, I think then the high costs are not so.
Well, one thing I have to say about Switzerland food is that it's very high in quality, like vegetable and fruits and stuff like that. It tastes definitely better than the one in Germany. Like Switzerland sherry was the sweetest thing ever. Like my favorite memory about Switzerland is when your aunt drives us to the hill and then we have like a house where they just pick up the sherry in front of the house and they sell it to us. It was like freaking organic, cool things. They are expensive, but they're definitely worth the money.
And then we were sitting around everywhere munching cherries.
Oh.
Okay, I go for 3 out of 3.
Really? Okay.
So, culture and people. From a cultural point of view, I really like Switzerland. Like in the mountains, you still have different vibes than like in the down in the valleys. Like you have those traditional kind of music that they're doing, and you have the special food that they're serving up there and everything. I really, really like that. And then also like the carnival season is very, very cool there.
Agree.
And yeah. And the people are okay. But even as a German, I sometimes feel like they're a little bit uptight.
They are super uptight because they are Switzerland, honey. The Germans are punctual. The Swedes is extra punctual.
Yeah.
Like imagine living in a country that is more uptight than Germany.
Yeah, already like, I mean, Uyen makes always fun about how we are separating rubbish. You should try separating rubbish in Switzerland.
I hate doing that in Switzerland. Do you know you pay like 20 euros every time you throw one bag of rubbish away? That was insane. You have to pay for a bag of rubbish, like the blue one. Otherwise, they don't take your rubbish. You have to put your rubbish into this blue bag that they sell in the supermarket that costs around 20 euros. Right? Is that what your aunt said? 20 euros for every single time you throw a bag of rubbish away. There is
like
no
the super
other
big
way.
one, I think. Yeah.
It's not even that super big one, right? Is this big?
I don't remember the actual prices anymore. I just know that it's expensive.
Like how much
and
does
that
it
you
cost?
Just go down and throw it actually away when it's super full.
It's crazy. Like how much does it cost to just throw rubbish away in a month in Switzerland? That's what I don't like. It's just like normal necessity in life that you don't even need to think about it in Germany. And you have to pay it for Switzerland. I'm sorry, I'm just a bit worked up because it's expensive there, but I love the country because it is crazily beautiful there.
Yeah, that is the next point. So let's give fast the points for culture and people. I go for 2.
2 as well, I guess.
Good. So then we have nature and scenery. I think there's
3 out of 3.
Yeah.
The most beautiful country you could ever visit. No question asked with the nature. Oh my freaking God, what did they do there? You just walk to a random street, you look up, there's like 500 hills of random freaking goat walking around and it's beautiful. You can look there, there's mountain, there's lake, there's hill, there's everything. And the country is not even that big, it's just so big.
Also, everything is super clean and you have the fresh mountain water out of the wells that you can drink, out of the fountains that you can drink.
Right?
It's super, super, super nice.
Like for a rich country, they do so well to keep their own like culture, nature, houses. They don't like going extra crazy with the money. They kind of blending in with nature.
I was really, really spoiled because I was growing up visiting my aunt there, like in Luzern at the Lake Lucerne, which is like one of the nicest areas anywhere. So every place I went to was judged by knowing this place.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Okay, activities and experiences. I don't know. There's so much stuff to do. Like you can go to the mountains, you can go skiing, you can go sledge riding, you can go trekking. You have so many different treks that you can go for. You can go for the carnival. You can go to a lake ride. You can drive around with the special train, the cogwheel train. I don't know.
It just costs a lot of money. Everything you said there, each activity is like 100 euros easily.
Yeah, that is true.
If you
Fun fact is, one time at the Coldplay concert in Zurich, we met a couple who was traveling there, and like they had a schedule where we were like, okay, because they were like, I don't know, going to a lake trip and having picnic on a fountain, eating fondue on a boat, and all like on one day. And we were like, that is maybe 1 week that we can afford in Switzerland.
Yeah.
If anything.
I would rate it 1 out of 3 just because I cannot afford all of those activities.
But many of those activities are for free.
Yeah, like trekking. I don't want to go and trek. Okay, I want to have someone bring me on top of the mountain by the cogwheel and then just stare down there.
Yeah,
That's what I want to do. Well, sir, this is my opinion. You are not allowed to change it. Rate it 3 out of 3 for all I care.
That is unfair.
So 18 out of 24 for Switzerland.
1 point less than Spain.
Okay, what's country?
So let's go to an Asian one this time.
Okay.
South Korea.
South Korea.
Well, what I can say is that South Korea was completely surprising me. I came there with basically 0 expectations because I didn't know that much stuff about South Korea. And then I really was bamboozled being there. I think Uyen had pretty high expectations, and it gone a little bit the other direction.
I spent 10 years of my life watching Korean drama and basically imagine South Korea like Korean drama because that's everything I know, right? So when I came there, I have super high expectation. And I think South Korea is a very nice place, but obviously my expectation was unrealistic.
She was walking around with an open shoelace and no one came to tie it.
Yeah, kind of. Okay, let's start rating the country.
So, food and drink. I liked the food I had in Korea. I really liked the Korean pancake with seafood. Although I don't even like seafood, but I give the seafood to Uyen and eat the rest of the pancake, and it still tastes super nice. The barbecue was nice, and then all of the fresh, like I don't care about the seafood, but I care about the fish. I really like fish, and that was also awesome.
Well,
but
I love Korean food too, but I ate a lot of Korean food in Vietnam and they made it really good. It's good for Vietnamese taste as well. And when I go there, the same Korean food, I didn't like it as much as the one I ate in Vietnam, sadly. So I have to rate it 2 out of 3.
Okay, but that's not so bad.
How much do you rate it?
I also go for 2 out of 3.
Really? Why not 3 out of 3? You gave it so many compliments.
Yeah, but like, it's lack of bread.
Oh.
I don't know. Like, there's a lot of yummy stuff, but I think, and I really like the hospitality. Like that you get those starters always in the beginning and you get water for free and stuff. That is really cool. Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes in the morning, especially, I was not sure what I should eat.
Okay.
Oh, bibimbap. I didn't mention bibimbap. I love bibimbap. So, culture and people. I was really impressed, like in a big city like Seoul, how I still felt like the culture is still around, because it was like also like, I don't know, jumping at you from everywhere. Like you were just walking around and then here's a hidden temple that you can even enter for free. Like not temple, like palace, old palace kind of buildings. And then also because of the geography, I really like that, because the city is so full of hills that you have like super high buildings, but somehow they stand like in the valley of the hills, so they don't seem so high. And then I don't know, I really find it very cool.
It's just super exhausting to walk around the city. You have to climb so many stairs.
There's also a lot of public transport.
Yeah,
and then they also have that cool thing with the malls at the subway stations, where you just have like tons of place where you can go shopping.
I think Seoul or like South Korea in general, they're doing very well with like preserving their own culture and like getting modernized and being a developed country. They're doing very well. You can see that in many countries that we've been to, we basically just see concrete houses and we don't really see anything of their own culture anymore. It could be anywhere in the world. But like for South Korea, you've been there and you were like, okay, this is South Korea. You could notice that.
And that's what I found really impressive.
Definitely 3 out of 3.
Nature and scenery.
I've been to the coastal area in the winter. So not winter, but like autumn or something. It was quite cold at that time. I didn't see anything well yet. I've been to like one mountain. I barely see anything from South Korea. That's why I would rate it 2 out of 3, because I don't have much information.
Yeah, also, we cannot blame that so much on the country. Like we would have needed to go more to the, I also go for 2 out of 3.
Okay.
Like we saw some nice nature, but like there's definitely more out there. Activities and experiences.
Activities and vibes.
Activities and vibes.
Wow, that is so hard, because like what activities did we do? We
ate
so much food. And then we go to the sauna, which is a pretty cool thing. And we ate Korean boy egg, which is brown instead of yellow, instead of white. I heard that there's a lot of fun thing to do in South Korea, actually. Technology-wise and stuff, there's a lot. Karaoke,
We
pictures.
had a lot of people drawing us on pictures.
Yeah.
We took pictures in the photo booths.
Yeah, actually, there's a lot of things to do in South Korea. Like, it's not even that expensive. Definitely. And the vibes.
There were some nice night markets.
Yeah.
Oh, the drone show over the harbor that was free.
Like, good vibes in general, too. I would definitely rate it 3 out of 3.
Oh, that one concert that we randomly walked into.
Which one?
The guy with the guitar standing on the building.
Young people, very, very fast-paced living, and there's a lot of things happening everywhere.
Yeah, I would say 3.
Mm-hmm.
That's actually 20 out of
really?
24.
Wow. For South Korea, I could definitely imagine myself moving there for 6 months, 3 to 6 months, but I don't think I would want to live there like for a long term.
Yeah, I think this is more like actually what we are aiming here for, like a country where we could spend for a longer time to try out if we could live there.
Exactly. Okay, what is our result, honey?
So from the 3 countries we rated, Spain, Switzerland, and South Korea, on place 3, we have Switzerland with 18 points. Then comes Spain with 19 points. And then South Korea with 20 points.
Yep, sounds about right.
Actually very close together, just 1 point difference with all of them.
But yeah, I do definitely like South Korea the most in the list anyway. What about you?
Like when we say like living for 6 months or something for trying out how it is, I could imagine doing that in all of those 3 countries.
I could definitely imagine in Spain as well, honey. It sounds pretty fun and it's still in Europe, so we can still travel around as well. But definitely not Switzerland. Definitely not Switzerland.
I also would move to Switzerland, but then maybe for the summer.
Okay. Anyway, that was a fun podcast. I think it was fun rating every country and remembering our trip as well, right?
Yeah, super fun.
Good, thank you.
Now I want to travel again.
Yeah, me too.
Good that we're going traveling on Monday.
Yay! But anyway, thank you guys very much for listening to this week's episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And we will see you in 2 weeks then, right?
Okay, good.
Have a nice day.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Culture Cuddles is produced by Yilmaz Hummel for Uyen Ninh and her German husband-to-be. To submit your own story for the podcast, go to culturecuddles.com.